Hi folks, Eric Walls, field agronomist with SunAg. This week's episode, we're going to look at soil crusting and why that is important at planting time. There are just a few factors that bring about soil crusting where it can be a concern to recently planted fields. One being that you're in full tillage, the other being a heavy rain right after the planting time frame. When we perform tillage, we introduce more air to the soil profile. So we're driving out some of that water through evaporation. And when we get a heavy rain, that'll push soil particles down. And because there's more air, the soil keeps layering on top of each other to create a thick layer of soil on top. Your tillage is going to break up your soil structure so that the soil aggregates are broken up and it allows more air to enter the soil profile. In our ideal soil, we have 50% pore space, and when we perform tillage, 50% of that pore space should be water, 50% should be air. Obviously, we can't control the weather, but we can control some other factors that could prevent soil crust formation in your field. One being reducing your tillage or going completely to no-till. The residue intercepts those raindrops, the force of that raindrop, and then allow it to just trickle off down to the soil versus being in full tillage with minimal residue on top and your soil particles being completely exposed to the full force of that raindrop. So the weather can be our friend, even if we have a crust. Days like today where it's cloudy and cool and light rain can help soften up that topsoil, that top inch. That's going to help allow that plant to get through without too much stand reduction. So if you have any questions about soil crusting or whether or not you need to replant, please reach out to us. We can send a sales agronomist or myself out to take a look to see what would be the best remedy in your situation. Looking at wheat, we don't have a lot of wheat obviously in this area, but the wheat that we do have has reached the Feeks 7 growth stage. So the next leaf to come out will be the flag leaf. Current weather, so cool and wet, is going to be more conducive for our leaf rust and powdery mildew foliar diseases. So it's going to be important over the next 7 to 10 days to contact your retailer to make plans for a fungicide application to help protect or prevent against those diseases. Appreciate you watching this week. Now that growers are getting corn and soybeans in the ground and we're starting to see some emerge, we'll probably start meeting more regularly and trying to keep you up to date on what is happening. I can tell you in the last week we have had a significant flight of the black cutworm moths. Based off the month forecast, we could expect to see like first gutting towards the end of May. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.